Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to talk about how to build rock solid defense step by step. Piper and I have been working on this all week. Her defense has gone from pretty darn good to exceptional, and I'm going to show you exactly how we did it in 5 days.
Yeah.
So in case you guys didn't already know, I am down in Reno. I'm working with Piper one-on-one this week. We're doing 2 sessions a day pushing. Her skill level is crazy high. You're going to see that throughout the next couple episodes, throughout the next couple days. And what I want you guys to do, if you want to watch us spar or see some of the footage that we've been doing, working on things that we've been covering, you can head over to her channel, which is brand new. She's planning on having a fight career, and it's going to be exciting watching her grow. So I'm going to put a link down in the description below. So the first thing that you have to do to build rock solid defense is come up with strong defense for one technique. So if I just walk in and I say, okay, let's work on defense, and I just start throwing at her and she doesn't know what to do, obviously she has no room to grow. So the first thing we'll do, for example, is we'll go, how are we going to block a jab? When I came here, we just went, we're going to work the parry. There's lots of other ways, but you need at least one. I would suggest having at least 2 ways to block each technique, because sometimes the one way just doesn't work stylistically. So we would drill starting off, parry. And we drill this until she's really confident and the technique is really good. Then maybe we go, okay, let's move to blocking a right hook. If I start mixing in too many things at once, she's going to mess up. So I just make sure that this is really dialed in. Once you feel like your basics are dialed in and you're doing everything defensively correct for those basics, then we can move on to step number 2. Make sure you cover the legs as well. Things like blocking knees. We covered this all week. I walk towards her to throw a knee and she stops me. The next stage is now mixing things together. So she knows how to block the jab. We could stand here 1,000 times and go, and then the first time we step into the ring, somebody jabs and she doesn't do it because it was far too easy. So now instead of doing one technique, we're going to either do this or we're going to do this. Now she has 2 things to think about. She has to block with proper technique, but it's not as easy as just the one thing. And I could obviously speed this up, but I'm making sure that she can do that. From there, we could build on 3 techniques. Maybe, let's say we've been working out on hollowing the low kick. So when I throw the low kick, she moves back. So now we have 3 things for her to work. And bit by bit, we build in to more and more techniques. What we're going to do, though, is because most people get scared when we develop into too many techniques. If I go, we're going to throw everything with gloves, most people panic. So our next step is to get noodles involved. What we're doing with the noodles now is I can throw everything, but she knows she doesn't have to be scared, right? In fact, I'm going to back up 1 step. Another thing I should be checking her for is blinking. If you can't see, just like they say in Karate Kid 3, a man can't see, a man can't fight. If every time I throw at her head she blinks, because now I'm not telling her what's coming, she's going to be really scared. So just hands down, Piper, as we were doing, I watch her eyes, I go, is she scared? Can she stand there? She's doing a great job. Not going to give her any concussions like that, but that's the next step, which I want you to dial in, locked in eyesight. So we have the basics down. We have the ability for her to block the jab. We know that she can block the jab or block another shot. We've mixed things together. Now, with the safety of the noodles, I can start throwing at her. And she can start demonstrating that really tight, solid defense. I can mix in kicks. Yeah, one more time. That's it, perfect. And we're working away. We're giving her lots of stuff to think about. And we want her to be a little bit challenged, but not overwhelmed. You see, she had 1 technique out of what I just threw at her, like 20, 30, 1 technique where she made 1 tiny little error and then she corrected it. If every time she nails everything 100%, it's too easy. We want a little bit of a challenge, so we go to that next. So we built from step number 1. She learns the technique. She develops the technique. Now we see if she can do it with 2 things. 1 and 2. Then we go, okay, can she take a shot without blinking? She just locks her eyes. No problem. Then we do it with the pool noodles, where she's safe. She knows she can't get hurt. Now we put the gloves on. Now it's when people start panicking, but because we built up step by step like a ladder from the bottom to the top, now when I start throwing at her, she's probably going to get really good blocks happening. And that's what we want. We want everything to be flowing through. She's safe, she's comfortable, so that the first time she spars, even if it's light, she can do all that while establishing counters. That's the next step. There's no point in just having defense. Now she has to be able to block a shot and give something back. I could mix in, I could say flurry or combo coming, she just blocks. And then I say single with the counter. And we've built up defense. Her defense has gone, like I said, from pretty good this week to exceptional. Everybody who's watching is recognizing the difference. She's done a very good job.
Thank you.
I love it. Make sure you guys head over to Piper's channel, watch her growth. You're gonna see her crush some people with these hands, these power kicks. It's exceptional. Thanks for joining today, guys. We'll see you back here soon for another video.